Okay, get this. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah. Hit me.
We're going deep on the new Star Wars Outlaws. But, like, not just the game, you know?
No. We got to get specific.
Exactly. This is for the fans who want the real inside scoop. We're talking the limited edition.
Exclusively on Amazon for PS5.
So if you're a Star Wars gamer, this is for you. Like, seriously, listen up.
Because this limited edition, oh man, it's got all this extra stuff you won't find anywhere else.
Okay, like what? Don't leave us hanging.
Bonus codes, a whole digital art book, all kinds of goodies.
You're really pulling out all the stops, huh?
Absolutely.
Now, I keep seeing this visually stunning cover art mentioned everywhere. What's the deal with that?
Well, it sounds like they're really leaning into that classic Star Wars look, like, starships, desert planets.
Oh, yeah. And like that silhouette of a mysterious figure, it just screams Star Wars, right?
Exactly. They're playing up the mystery of this new hero, for sure.
I bet the color palette is amazing, too. Those deep space blues, bright whites, all that.
Oh, for sure. The description even mentions something about sleek, futuristic gaming aesthetic.
Yeah, sign me up. But okay, let's get down to it. This is for the excited fans, so tell me.
Yeah.
What's the gameplay like? What's got everyone so hyped?
From what we've seen, it sounds like they're really emphasizing open world exploration and lots of high-stakes missions.
Ooh. Okay, so like we get to really experience the Star Wars universe.
In a whole new way. Yeah.
Oh, I'm listening. But who are we playing as? You got to tell me that.
You're Kay Vess. Brand new character, totally original.
Ooh, interesting.
And of course, you've got your trusty droid companion, Nix.
Droid sidekick. I'm already sold. Where's all this taking place, though? What's the setting?
All right, get this. It's between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Whoa. Okay, so right in the thick of things. That's a pretty pivotal time period, huh?
Totally. Lots of potential for new stories there.
Yeah, for sure. And being a PS5 exclusive, they're definitely going all out with the next-gen features, right?
Oh, yeah. Enhanced graphics, visual effects, and the DualSense controller integration. They're really making the most of it.
So we'll be feeling everything. Lightsaber swings, blaster shots, all that.
You got it. But what I'm really excited for is the 3D audio.
Oh, right.
They're saying it's going to be incredible. Like, you'll feel like you're really in the Star Wars universe.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Okay, but I got to ask. There are all these different editions, right? Limited, standard, gold, ultimate. Help us out here. Which one should we be aiming for?
Well, the limited edition we're talking about here, that's $49.99. You get those bonus codes and the digital art book.
Okay, not bad. What about the standard?
That one's your basic package. $69.99, just the game itself.
All right. What else?
Then you've got your gold edition, $109.99. That gets you the base game, the season pass, and some cosmetic bundles.
A season pass.
Yeah.
That's got to mean there's more content coming after launch.
Sure.
This isn't just a one-and-done kind of game.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Okay, and the ultimate.
That's the big one, $129.99. Everything in the gold edition, plus another digital art book.
So they've got an option for everyone. No matter your budget, you can find a way to experience Outlaws. But that season pass really intrigues me. What else is coming down the pipeline for this game?
Well, the developers have been hinting at new missions, new storylines, maybe even new characters.
Wow, so it sounds like a constantly evolving world.
That's the idea. And for the collectors out there.
Wait, did you say collectors? I'm a collector. Spill it.
There's a collector's edition, too. Premium packaging, exclusive merch, digital extras.
They're really spoiling us. All right, I am sold. Pre-ordering this the second we're done. I can't wait to dive in and explore this galaxy.
I hear ya. And from what we're seeing, it sounds like they're really emphasizing choice in this game. Like, you're not just following a set path, you're making decisions that actually affect how the story unfolds.
Wait, really? So it's not just a linear story. We actually have an impact on how things play out.
That's what it sounds like. And you know what that means, right?
What? Tell me.
What if this is one of the most personalized Star Wars gaming experiences we've ever had? Think about it.
Whoa, mind blown. Okay, I need to hear more about these choices. Like, what kind of decisions are we talking about? How do they actually affect our character and the story?
Yeah, I mean, those choices, they're going to have real weight to them. It's not just picking between option A and option B, you know?
No, I get it. It's
Yeah.
like these choices are going to define who our character becomes in this world. Speaking of which, what about customizing Kay Vess? Like, can we actually make her look the way we want? Or are we stuck with a preset appearance?
Oh, no, you've got tons of options. Outfits, you can tweak your vehicles, even customize your blasters.
Hold up. Did you just say vehicle and blaster customization? I'm listening.
Yeah, it looks like they're really going all out with that stuff. For vehicles, they're talking about upgrades for speed, maneuverability. It's not just cosmetic.
So we're not going to be stuck with a clunky ride that can't keep up in a chase.
Nope, you can soup them up to your heart's content.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. What about the blaster customization? Give me the details.
It sounds like you can swap out parts to really fine-tune your weapons. Scopes, extended mags, maybe even different ammo types.
Wow. So whether you're a sharpshooter or you like to spray and pray, they've got you covered.
Exactly.
Okay, but what about the combat itself? Is it all action all the time?
Yeah.
Or is there some strategy involved?
Well, they've definitely got the action covered. There's a lot of talk about big, intense battles using vehicles, all kinds of weapons.
Vehicles, you say. Like, we're not just fighting on foot.
Oh no, speeders, starships, the works.
All right. I was hoping they'd let us get behind the controls of some iconic Star Wars vehicles. This is what I'm talking about.
But it's not all just running and gunning. They're also emphasizing sneaking and exploring.
Interesting. So there's a stealth element, too.
You got it. Climbing, shooting, sneaking, solving problems.
Oh, I like that. A mix of action, stealth, maybe even a bit of puzzle solving.
Yeah, and they're really giving you the freedom to approach missions how you want. You can tackle them in any order, go in loud, sneak around, whatever suits your playstyle.
So it's not like a rigid linear experience.
Nope. It's open world. You choose your own path.
I like that. And speaking of the open world, what can you tell us about the different planets and environments we'll be exploring?
Well, they're definitely going for variety. They've talked about planet-hopping adventures, unique environments, missions tailored to each planet.
Wow. Planet hopping adventures. That sounds amazing. It's like they're really building this huge, sprawling galaxy for us to get lost in.
And it's going to be full of interesting characters, too. Familiar faces from the Star Wars universe, plus a bunch of new ones.
I can't wait to see who we meet. And what about the crime syndicates? We know they're a big part of the story. What kind of role do they play?
It sounds like you'll be interacting with them a lot, making deals, maybe even double-crossing them. Who knows, you might even get to climb the ranks and become a crime lord yourself.
Ooh, now that's an interesting thought. Imagine running our own criminal empire in the Star Wars galaxy.
I mean, you could cross paths with some of the big names. Jabba the Hutt, Black Sun, the whole underworld scene.
Okay, that would be awesome. It just adds another layer of intrigue to the whole experience, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
And it just fits, right? We're not just some heroic Jedi, we're an outlaw.
Yeah, yeah. We're playing by different rules. Okay, so we've talked about the graphics, the DualSense controller, but how else are they using the PS5's power to make this game truly next-gen? What sets it apart?
The 3D audio is going to be huge,
Right.
but they're also pushing the visual fidelity further than ever before. I mean, the graphics are supposed to be absolutely stunning.
Okay, so we're talking next-level immersion here. I mean, imagine seeing those iconic Star Wars locations rendered with that kind of detail. It's going to be incredible.
And with that 3D audio, it'll be like, you're really there.
Oh, I know. Like, you can practically feel the heat of Tatooine's sun on your skin, or the chill of Hoth's icy winds.
Exactly. It's an experience you just wouldn't get on older consoles.
Absolutely. And speaking of next-gen experiences, let's talk more about that DualSense controller. They're really going all out with the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. What kind of impact is that going to have on the gameplay?
Well, think about it. You'll be able to feel the weight of your blaster in your hands, the resistance of the trigger as you fire. It's going to add a whole new level of realism to combat.
Yeah, you're not just pressing a button, you're really feeling that action.
And it's not just combat either. Imagine you're racing across some rough terrain on a speeder bike. You'll feel every bump and jolt through the controller.
That's incredible. They're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Okay, so we've talked about the tech, the gameplay, but what about the heart of it all? The story. What do we know about Kay Vess and her journey?
Well, the sources are being pretty tight-lipped about the specifics, but they're definitely dropping some intriguing hints.
All right, give us those hints. I'm all ears.
Remember, the game is set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's a time when the Empire is at the height of its power, the Rebel Alliance is struggling to survive, and the criminal underworld is thriving.
It's a powder keg of a setting, perfect for a story about outlaws and crime syndicates.
And in that kind of world, survival often means making some tough choices. Choices that might have unforeseen consequences.
Okay, now we're talking. So it's not just about blasting our way through enemies. We're actually going to have to make some decisions that will shape Kay Vess's path.
Exactly. Will she fight for justice, or will she embrace the dark side for power and wealth? It's up to you.
Whoa, that's heavy stuff. So it's not just about being a good gamer. It's about being a good person.
Well, maybe. Or maybe it's about exploring what it means to be good in a galaxy that's full of gray areas.
I love that. It's like they're challenging us to think about our own moral compass, to really examine what we would do in those situations.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a Star Wars experience unlike any other.
All right, we're back. And I got to say, after all that talk about tough choices, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure. Like, are we going to make the right decisions? Or are we going to end up leading K-Vest down a dark path?
That's part of the fun, right? Figuring out what kind of outlaw we want to be.
Yeah, no pressure. But speaking of pressure, I'm thinking about just how much game they're packing in here. We've got open world exploration, multiple planets, tons of missions. This feels like it could be massive, right?
Oh, yeah, they haven't given us an exact size or anything, but knowing how much detail they're putting into everything, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes a while to fully explore.
Especially with all the future updates and DLC they're planning. This is like a game that keeps on giving. Okay, but can we talk about the music for a second? I mean, it's Star Wars, so the music is a huge part of the experience. Are we going to hear John Williams' classic themes? Or are they going in a new direction with the soundtrack?
That's a good question, and one the sources don't really answer.
Oh, come on. Another mystery.
It's a mystery for now, but I'm kind of hoping for something new, something that fits the whole outlaw vibe.
Yeah, I get that. Like a little bit gritty, a little bit edgy, but still epic and memorable. Imagine the Cantina music.
Oh, yeah. Or like a tense chase scene through an asteroid field. The music could really elevate that.
Absolutely. Okay, shifting gears a bit. We've talked about the tech, the gameplay, the story, but I'm also wondering about the emotional impact. Do you think this game has the potential to hit us in the feels?
I mean, Star Wars has always been about more than just spaceships and blasters, right?
Yeah.
It's about the characters, the relationships, the struggles they go through, and it sounds like Outlaws is going to be no different.
Especially with those tough choices we'll be making. Like, we're not just playing a hero here. We're an outlaw trying to survive in a galaxy that's pretty ruthless. What sacrifices will we have to make along the way?
And who will we end up betraying? Because let's face it, in that world, betrayal is kind of inevitable.
Yeah, that's heavy stuff. This isn't just a game. It's like a moral dilemma simulator.
But in a good way. It makes you think.
Exactly. So it's more than just having fun and shooting stuff. It's about exploring these deeper themes.
Yeah, it's about asking ourselves those tough questions. What are we willing to do to survive? Where do we draw the line?
For all the hype surrounding this game, that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
It's not just about the action or the graphics. It's about connecting with the story on an emotional level.
I agree. And it makes you wonder, what will Kay Vess's legacy be? Will she become a legend? Or will she fade into obscurity?
Ooh, good question. Guess we'll have to play the game to find out.
That's the only way.
Well, as we wrap up our deep dive into Star Wars Outlaws, I have to say, I'm even more excited than I was before. This game is shaping up to be something truly special.
Agreed.
From the incredible tech, to the open world exploration, to the story that lets us make real choices, this is the Star Wars experience we've been waiting for.
And who knows, maybe it'll even challenge us to think about ourselves and the choices we make in our own lives.
Ooh, deet. I like it.
But for now, all we can do is wait patiently for release day.
Until then, may the Force be with you. And with all of us.
See ya.